Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandy Maya and this channel is all about dance, and it is time again for another belly line dance. This year, 2020, I said I was going to create a belly line dance every single month, and I started in March. So with September coming up, that's gonna be number 7. 7 belly line dances. Wow, this is amazing. And I just love how you're all getting involved and how you're all participating and sending me your videos so that I can do a compilation clip of it. It's just fabulous that we can connect and stay in touch during these really strange months that we're all undergoing with the corona pandemic. But the good thing is we have dance. Alright, okay, so the follow along video is ready for you. So after you check out this video here where I break down the moves, this one is an easier one. The combo is quite simple, the moves are simple, but a little bit of traveling, so feet. Okay, so I'm gonna go over which foot you need to place your weight on in order to actually successfully go from one move to another. Okay, and then go ahead to the follow along video and follow along, and then film yourself and send me a video by the 15th of September. Okay, 2020 that is. All right, so let's break it down. It's really quite simple, but yeah, it's the feet. Okay, and you don't have to turn much to go to the other wall. It's just a quarter turn. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so this belly line dance is one of the easier ones. It is a complete repetition. So there's nothing in the music that changes, that you do something slightly different or that something else is amiss. Where with the previous ones, you had a combination where sometimes it would just discontinue and move right to the beginning again when you move to the next wall. This one is the same again and again and again and again. Okay, so I do different levels on these because I want everyone to be able to participate and enjoy either learning something new and being a little bit challenged, or having something that's really quite easy just to follow along and just to enjoy. Okay, so the only tricky bit with this one is the feet, which foot you need to place your weight on. You know, it's very, very important to know where you're shifting your weight to so that you can continue moving into the next step. If your weight is not placed right and you're trying to do the other move, then you're not prepared. You always need to already in advance tell your body where you need to go. If you're doing it last minute, then obviously there is the chance of injury. Okay, having said that, disclaimer. Participation is at your own risk, okay? I don't want anyone to get hurt, but make sure that you have enough space around you, okay? And that's not only what you can see, but also what's behind you, even if it's just the wall. It really hurts if you knock your wrist or anything into the wall, right? Or if you're turning around and then hitting the wall. You don't really want to do that. If you have any pets, any friendly dance-loving cats or anything like this, just be sure that they don't run in between your feet or that you don't step on their tail, okay? Please watch out for that. The other thing is, please prepare your body, be warmed up before you undergo any of these, because the thing is, warm-ups are important because you're preparing your body to do a sequence, right? And yes, you can use a dance to warm up, but you need to know it. Your body doesn't, you need to know where you're stepping, where you're going to. That's really important. If you have to think about it, then it's too much and you won't be able to get the benefit of it, okay? When you're learning something new, I would not use that as the warm-up. Okay, so having said all this, make sure you're safe, make sure that you're fit, make sure that you're hydrated, make sure that you don't overdo it. Know your own limits, okay? It's your body that's telling you, no, this is too far, okay? It's not me. I'm just showing you a sequence of moves that, you know, you can learn, but people take different time in learning it as well. Like somebody picks it up like this, somebody else may take a little longer, and you know what, that's totally fine. We're all at a completely different level here, so just have fun with it. And also, when you record yourself, Do not worry about getting it wrong. This is not one of those things where you have to worry about getting it wrong. This is about all of us connecting, having fun, and enjoying the time while we are confined in our space, confined in our environment, where there are restrictions that we can't go into the studio. And even when we can go to the studio, you may not be okay with that. I'm not okay with that. So unless it is safe to go back, that's when I'm ready to go back. Before that, I'll do it at home. Simple as, okay? Now, let's get started. I hope the light is not too bad here. But let's dive into it. So, the nice thing is that, again, it just repeats. We have 4 counts of 8 that constantly repeat. You do 4 counts of 8, wall 1. You do 4 counts of 8, next wall. And it goes around and around and around. Very, very simple. When you're turning to your next wall, it's over your left shoulder, and all you're doing is you're facing the wall next to you. The moves that are required are a forward and step back in step with a hip, figure 8 and back in, okay? It's not a complete figure 8, it's the beginning of a figure 8 and you bring it back in as you step in, okay? It is very fast. If it's not very distinct, that's fine, but that's the motion that you want to do. You're stepping forward on your right and you bring your hip out. So you need a half figure 8 to step forward and out. You need a stepping out and sway, which some of my students are already aware of because I do use it quite a bit in my choreographies. You're stepping out, okay, so your weight is on your left, not on your right, but you're bringing it back in over to your right, okay? So you have a forward, back in, stepping out with a lean, and back in. We also have a 3-step turn. You're gonna go right, left, right together. We also have a camel on the spot. Camel, we get to the arms later, but yeah, we have a camel. We have hip wheels, okay. We also have a Maya, just one side, other side, just one really, but it's not, this Maya is not a flowy one where you go from one side to another and it's one. It is one side, the other side. Yeah, so it's more like a half, another half. And yes, you are allowed if you want to lift your heels. If you want to lift your heel, fine. What else do you need? You need the Maya. Oh yeah, then we also need a hip circle for the turn. Okay, now you have to be very careful here with your knees, okay? You need to be soft in your knees so that you don't twist your knees, okay? You're stepping out and you bring your hip around. Once the hip is where the foot where you stepped in, you swivel over to the side, okay? It is very important that your feet are light-footed on this, because if you're staying here and you bring the other one in, right, and you don't adjust the foot to be facing the next wall, you will hurt yourself, okay? So please be careful on that one. You're going to do a circle around, and then we have little ummies as we get to the side, okay? The next bit is a little shoulder shimmy, and that is all you need for this belly line dance. That is it. That is all there is. Now then, what we're going to do is just feet for now, okay? So you're stepping forward on your right and back in, stepping out on your left and back in, okay? So we're gonna go again with the count. It's 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then you start on your right, to your right, and you step. facing forward, facing side or back, more like it, and then turn around and you step back in. Okay, let me start further over here, then it's easier. You're stepping out on your right, lift your left, swivel over to the back. Again, light-footed here. You cannot turn and keep your foot where it is. You will hurt yourself, okay? So light-footed, use the ball of your feet, okay? Stepping out, bringing it around, in, okay? So together, we have the forward, side, back, in, step 1, 2, 3, and in. Okay? One more time. On your right foot, you're coming forward, step back in, left, out, and back in, step right, right, left, right, step in. Yeah? Okay, so now with the body moves that go with it. You're stepping forward and you swivel out. You're stepping side and you sway with it. Remember, the sway comes after the fact. You don't sway with the step. You step, right? So while I'm stepping and putting my weight in here, my shoulder is pulling in the opposite direction. And then only then after that, when I push myself back over, does my body go over again. Then you step out. You're going side, back, step side, back in. Okay? Right. So, arms. When you are stepping forward, your arms are doing a big motion. Let me just go all the way to the wall here. They go all the way around like this, okay? Quite straight. Remember, I like straight arms, okay? So none of this, okay? None of this. All right, forward and around. From here, your hands end up there somewhere. You bring them in any way you like. You can bring them in here if you like. You can bring them in here if you like. You can bring them in here, whichever way. You can even do this if you like, fine, okay? But from this way around here, you're bringing them in as you sway over to the side. Okay, so we have the arms and the hip and back in, swaying out to the side and back in. Okay, the count for this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is slow. Well, the music changes, so sometimes it feels a little bit sharper and sometimes it feels very floaty, but the count stays the same. Okay, so you're going 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, or 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay? The next part from there is side on your right. You're going 1, 2, 3, and 4, diagonal. Okay, so you want to go a little bit further than facing the front, but just a little bit. Remember that you still have the audience or the camera to watch, right? If I'm going all the way here and over here, then part of the move goes missing because my arm is in the way. Okay, going up. So once you've done the swaying and back in, your hands now come down, up, like this, okay? You don't have to bend your knees, I'm just trying to show my hands here while returning. So we're going and sway and back in, and then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Facing diagonal, still have your body towards the audience. We're now going to do, and it doesn't matter too much here, but I have my left foot forward to the front to do the camel. If you end up doing this, it's fine. The only thing is you need to then swivel to have your hip free for the next thing. So I go with my left foot. Doesn't matter which way you do it, but you do need to change afterwards if you don't do it. Okay, so with the front foot then, you're doing a camel, and as you're doing the camel, your hands come down. From here, you're going to do 2 hip wheels, and yes, you're still diagonal. You go on 1 and 2. Okay, so back arm comes here, and the other one comes down here. Let's combine all of this together. Okay, so I'm going to start a little bit here because I'm turning that way. So we're going to go 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and camel down, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, that's how it goes. I'm gonna go again. I'm gonna count till 8 now. Okay. Again, starting over here. We're going 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. So after the hip wheel, the 5, 6, 7, 8 is 1/2 Maya to your left, 1/2 Maya to your right. Okay. Okay. So from the beginning, we are going. After this, you only have another count of 8, and then we're done. Okay. So here we go. I'm gonna go 5, 6, 7, 8. Step forward, bring it round and sway to the side. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're 1, 2, 3, 4. Maya 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so that's the 3 counts of 8 before the last count of 8 that we're going into the next direction, the next wall. Okay. Right, we have, let's go from wheel, wheel, Maya, Maya. Let's do that a few times, okay? So you ended up here sideways, like not sideways but diagonal, and you're bringing the camel down. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8. This is slow, okay? So you take your time. From here, you stay diagonal and you go 1 and 2. Then from here, because your hip is now down because you brought the wheel down, okay, you are now needing your feet again. You need to shuffle. Do not keep them planted where they are. You're gonna go and bring it over from here over to the side. Okay, you need to adjust your foot. Keep your knees nice and soft. Bringing it over to the other side, okay? And the arms go like this. From here you go wheel and wheel, Maya, Maya. I actually suggest that you're bringing your heels up as you're doing this on that one, okay? Now I normally say keep your feet on the ground, but for this one it's okay because we are actually shifting, so you need to go on to the balls of your feet, okay? This bit, and then we add the last count of 8. Okay, you ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, the next bit after that is going to be, so you just brought your hip down here, which means that all your weight is on your right. You're now taking the left foot. You step out to your left and you're bringing your hips with you in a forward circle, okay? So you're starting from the side and you're just pushing it over. You're shifting your weight, okay? Look at my feet. So you've got Maya, Maya, okay? See, my weight is over here. My weight is over here, all right? Maya, Maya. From here, this foot is free, stepping out to the side, still pointing forward, bringing it over. Now, Make sure that you are on the ball of your feet more than having the whole foot planted. Bringing this one in, adjusting as you bring it in, adjust the other foot and ami around. Doesn't matter which way, but it makes sense to go the same direction to continue the move, okay? Oh, and then you're doing the ami, and then you shoulder shimmy, and that's when you're already facing the next wall, okay? So the last count of 8 brings you to the next wall to start again, okay? Doing the whole thing again, and then starting on the next wall as well, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Step 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Maya 1, 2, 3, and 4. Bring it 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. This part changes a little bit depending on how the music goes, but you can do the shimmy, you can continue umming if you like, you can do a little roll if you like, depending on how you feel the music, okay? You will notice what I mean when you watch the follow along video. The dynamics of the song changes slightly. So we have the same repetition at all times, 4, 4, 4, 8, 8, 8, 8, right, 4. But the dynamics change, okay? So sometimes it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and sometimes it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like softer, okay? You will feel it, you will see it in the video. Okay, so I'm going to face the back so you can follow me, and we're going to do it all the way through, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Step 1, 2, 3, and 4. Camera 1, 2, 3, and 4. Wheel 1, 2, 3, and 4. Maya 1, 2, 3, and 4. Bring it round. 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's all you need. Okay, and take it over to the follow along video and apply it, dance along to it, come back to this video if something is not quite clear, to have it explained, and just go over it again if you're unsure. Also feel free to leave comments, you know. I mean, after the release of this one, you have 2 weeks to learn it and to film yourself and to send me your video. So if you comment below, if there's anything unclear, I can still respond and help you to get ready for the video. Don't feel, also, don't worry about improvising, you know, if you're going wrong. And the other thing as well is, it is a social dance. This is what it's intended for, line dancing. At the moment, obviously, we can't get together to do it as a line dance, so we're just all doing it by ourselves, and then we'll put it together in the compilation. But feel free to freestyle a little bit. It's just the combination that's always the same and continues, so that people can actually work together as a group and dance it, so that you turn the right way and that you don't get into another's way. So you turn and you get like to the left or to the right. But other than that, it's just supposed to be fun. So if you go wrong, it doesn't really matter, continue. Also remember, when you're filming yourself, I will pick the bits, okay? So don't worry if you've gone around already and then the 3rd time around you go like, oh man, now I messed it up. Keep on going, yeah? I pick the best bits, don't worry about it too much. And you don't have to send me the whole thing through, because this one in particular just continues. The only thing is that the dynamics change, so sometimes it's slower and sometimes it's more upbeat. So send me the bits that you're happy with, but bear in mind, I need to obviously put it together in a way that everything matches. So if I can please ask you to film it landscape and not portrait, because you're so small when you're in portrait. If I put everything together in landscape, and then I have to blow you up and you're all pixely, pixelated. If you can, get a lot of light. I mean, I don't have a lot of light here today because I didn't really prepare too much for this video. I was just like, yeah, let's do this now. Now's a good time. But actually the lighting is very off here, and I do apologize for that, but it should be okay. But yeah, try to get a lot of light. However, if you're filming yourself outside in the garden, make sure that it's not with a full-on sunshine, because you'll be all white and washed out, and I can't bring that back. There's nothing I can do to fix that. Okay, so if it's like all white, like these bits here from the sun right now that I have, those I cannot fix. Okay, so they are there, and if that's your body, I can't see your face, we can't see you, can't tell if you're smiling or not. So yeah, but other than that, just have fun with it. I just don't want you to be disappointed with the compilation video. So what's really important is landscape, light, and just have fun with it. Okay? Alright, I look forward to receiving your videos. I always am. I have such a blast receiving them, watching them. It brings me so much joy putting it together. And it's just one of those little sparks that we have in 2020 to keep us just, you know, hopeful, and keeps us inspired. And I couldn't do this without you. If I would have done the first two and nobody would have participated, I would have dismissed this, because I would have thought, well, nobody's interested, why do I bother? But seeing that you're all really embracing it and enjoying it, that keeps me going, and that makes me want to create more. So I hope you like this one as well, and hopefully we get together soon to dance like properly, but it has to be a safe environment. Otherwise it's not worth it. So until then, online it is. Okay, all right. I look forward to your videos. Enjoy practicing, enjoy learning it, and I see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.